James Weller, the Boxing Source, here with another video, and this video is to talk about the article that is on Boxing Scene through Jake Donovan, talking about Mairis Briedis being stripped of the World Boxing Organization Cruiserweight Championship. The WBO had ordered a mandated rematch between Mairis Briedis and Krzysztof Glowacki, coming off of the controversial ending that happened in their fight that took place on June 15th of this year, where Briedis did score a TKO victory. However, there was a lot of controversy within that particular bout, with fouls that were committed in that bout that weren't called. The second round, where a knockdown happened well after the bell, and the fight being stopped within the third round in Latvia. Latvia is the home country of Mairis Briedis, so that kind of factored into the whole controversy as well. And that Glowackis went ahead and filed an appeal to the World Boxing Organization, and that the championship committee had voted in a close vote to have it in Glowackis' favor. And while the official result stays the same as Mairis Briedis holding the win over Glowacki, they did say that Glowacki had enough to warrant a rematch to be ordered. But with the circumstance of that particular fight being a World Boxing Super Series semifinal, Mairis Briedis could not comply with that. He will be facing the IBF Cruiserweight Champion Junior Dorticos in the World Boxing Super Series final. So that means the WBO title will be vacant, and Krzysztof Glowacki will be able to fight for that vacant title against an opponent that will be announced later on. Now, there is talk that the opponent for Glowacki could be the number 2 rated fighter in the WBO, that is Lawrence Okolie. And from what Okolie's Twitter feed had showed, it seems like he is likely to be that opponent for Krzysztof Glowacki. So we may see the vacant WBO Cruiserweight Championship happen between Krzysztof Glowacki and Lawrence Okolie sometime in 2020. But with Mairis Briedis being stripped of that WBO title, it won't be a unification bout in the World Boxing Super Series final between him and Junior Dorticos. And we have to see when that actual fight does take place, as we haven't seen Mairis Briedis in the ring since that fight against Krzysztof Glowacki on June 15th of this year. So we'll be getting updates in reference to when that World Boxing Super Series final will take place, and also the fight for the vacant WBO Cruiserweight Championship, which will have Krzysztof Glowacki in the ring against an opponent that will be announced later on down the line. So that's what I got here in reference to this article that was posted on Boxing Scene, announcing that the WBO Cruiserweight Championship has been stripped from Mairis Briedis and will be on the line with Krzysztof Glowacki, trying to see if he will be able to win that WBO Cruiserweight Championship once again, as he has held that WBO Cruiserweight title before, and it may be against Lawrence Okolie. So make sure that you subscribe to the Boxing Source here on YouTube, and catch the Boxing Source radio show live on Blog Talk Radio Sunday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Or you could also catch the podcast that will be on iTunes or Google Podcasts or Spotify or whatever your favorite podcast app is. On that note, folks, I'm out. Peace.